Hey guys, today we're going to work on solving two-step inequalities. Solving two-step inequalities is just like solving equations. There's just a couple extra details you have to pay attention to. First of all, take a look at this symbol. It affects your life in no way when you're solving these when you're solving these inequalities. You want to solve it the exact same way you would solve an equation. So the first thing you're going to do is find the side of the inequality that your variable is on. My variable is over here, it's n, so this is the side of the equation I'm going to start working on. The first thing I want to do is combine my constants. My constants are -1 and 21. And I can see I'm trying to combine this across the inequality, and anytime I want to move something from one side of an equation or inequality to the other side, I need to use inverse operations. The inverse of -1 is +1, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I have 4n, -1 plus 1 is 0, so that just cancels out, is greater than or equal to 22. Again, I'm going to find the side that has the variable, and the side with the variable is over here, 4n. I can see 4 is squished next to n, which means multiply, so to get rid of it, I need to divide by 4 on both sides. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so you can cross that out because it tells us we just have 1n. Bring your signs straight down, is greater than or equal to, and 22 divided by 4, this isn't going to be a perfect number, so let's just quick do that. 22 divided by 4. 4 doesn't go into 2, it goes into 22 5 times. I'm left with 2, grab a decimal, bring down a 0, 4 goes into 20 5 times. So n is greater than or equal to 5.5. Don't freak out if it's not a perfect whole number. That's okay. This just means n is more than, or at minimum, is 5.5. So that means it could be 5.6, 5.7, 1,000, whatever. Just any number that's greater than or equal to 5.5. Let's do another one. -2y minus 3 is less than or equal to 5. Same thing. This is going to act the same way as an equal sign. You ignore it until your last step. We're just going to bring it down. Find the side of the inequality that has the variable. That's over here, -2y. So I'm going to start working on that side. I want to combine my constants first. My constants are -3 and 5, and because I'm trying to move my -3 across the inequality, I need to use inverse operations. The inverse of -3 is +3. -3 plus 3 cancels out, so I'm just going to bring down my -2y, bring my inequality down, and 5 plus 3 is 8. My last step here is to isolate my variable by using inverse operations. The -2 is squished next to y, which is multiply, so I need to divide to get it by itself. I'm going to divide by -2 on both sides. -2 divided by -2 leaves me with 1y. And I know 8 divided by -2, a positive divided by a negative is a negative. There's one crazy thing I need you to know, though, is anytime you multiply or divide by a negative in an inequality, you're going to flip your sign. So this sign currently says less than or equal to. You need to flip it to read greater than or equal to. So your answer is y is greater than or equal to -4. The reason why you do that is to make the inequality true. Let me prove it to you. So it says y is greater than or equal to -4. So bear with me here. -2y minus 3 is less than or equal to 5. And we said that our answer had to be greater than or equal to -4. So I'm just going to pick any number that's greater than -4. I'm going to pick 0. And I'm going to substitute 0 in for y. And I'm going to see if this is true. -2 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is less than or equal to 5. 0 minus 3 is -3, and that is less than or equal to 5, so this is a true statement. Had I not flipped my sign at the end, I would have used numbers that were smaller than -4, and this would not have been a true statement. So that's why. Your turn to practice.